A ban on certain single-use plastic items came into effect in the European Union over the weekend. The sale of 10 products, including plastic straws, cutlery and plates, is now outlawed under the new directive. Matt Gooderick visited a company helping Europe move away from plastics.
Powering Europe's push for a sustainable future. Transcend Packaging is the continent's largest producer of paper straws, working with big names including McDonald's and KFC. The company also makes sustainable lids, cartons and cutlery at their vast warehouse in South Wales. They're helping big brands boost their credibility with customers and meet EU targets.
My team has lots of projects open with very large brands of several product categories, and the common denominator is how can we make our packaging more sustainable. We want to facilitate their task, now made it more formal by the single-use plastic directive and legislation to move away from single-use packaging made in plastic to single-use packaging made in sustainable product materials, in particular paper.
But making the switch will come at a price. The EU's plastics sector employs 1.5 million people and generated $415 billion in 2019. The new directive covers 10 products most commonly found washed up in Europe's waters. It's hoped this move will help clean up the continent's shorelines and seas. Under the new EU law, plastic knives and forks like this will be a thing of the past. They'll be replaced by sustainable products. But critics say the 10-item ban covers just 1% of Europe's plastic production, and they're calling for authorities to do even more.
Single-use plastics is just a beginning, because really what we want the EU to do is to move away from plastics completely and end the production of plastic. And this is why we started a campaign about ensuring that the EU goes into reusable systems and products. Recycling is not the silver bullet that the industry might make us think.
But We Move Europe admits the directive is a step in the right direction. And since January the 1st, plastic producers in the EU have had to pay a tax of $950 per metric tonne of non-recycled plastic packaging waste they produce. The pandemic has been a sizable bump in the road, though. Environmental groups have pointed at the large amount of so-called COVID waste making its way into the oceans, including face masks, plastic gloves and hand sanitizer bottles.
COVID has been detrimental to the pace where we were going in terms of sustainability and so on and so forth. But I have to say that the European Community, for example, didn't postpone the introduction of the single-use plastic directive. It is for the long term, and COVID, it is definitely incidental, so we have to deal with this still. But obviously we are now seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
Transcend Packaging says its focus is now on refining the performance of its current product range and developing the next category of products that will be relevant to consumers. Zero Waste Europe may still be some way away, but this latest directive is bringing the vision of a circular economy one step closer to reality. Matt Gooderick, TRT World, South Wales.